to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for choosing to watch this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button ASAP. My name is Fisayo Patrick, and in this video I'm going to be talking about 4 things that every online business person should know, or let me just say 4 things that every business person should know, especially if you are an online business owner. These days it is pretty easy to start a business, especially a business online, because we now live in a borderless world, and social media has made it pretty easy to start with little or no capital whatsoever. But what that means is we are having more business owners, we are having more online entrepreneurs, and they are facing challenges because a lot of people who start businesses online do not even bother to learn about the rudiments of owning a business. They just go ahead, open social media platforms, create a website and start a business. So the challenges are, it seems as if the challenges are becoming harder because people are not getting the required information they need before they start a business. So more business owners are coming up and there are more challenges to face. So if you are struggling with your business and it's not a side hustle for you, it's something that you want to really scale, I suggest you go and get the required knowledge about starting a business. So you can either go to a business school or take business courses or have a business coach, right? But in this video, I'm hoping that I'll be able to talk to you about 4 things that are really important that I have noticed as an online business owner as well. I'm hoping that I will share it with you, and maybe it could help you surmount some of your challenges. Number 1 is, it is important to build relationships. There is a lot of noise online from many people who are only there to reap customers off. And I said it in this video. I spoke about the pros and cons of using social media. So I talked about how there are so many fake people out there who are only there to run away with people's money. So as a result of that, it is important for you to build relationships. You have to focus on building relationships with people who will not only be able to vouch for you, when things are upside down. It is important for you to also get people who will be confident enough to refer you to others that they know might need your services. So building relationships online is really important as a business owner. Many business owners focus on themselves alone with the mindset that their works will speak for them. But in reality, works don't speak. It is people that speak. So people will see your work and they will talk about your work. But if you are someone that is only interested in getting what is in it for themselves, and you don't have close associates, you don't have allies, you don't have communities of other business owners, it will be difficult for you to move ahead in your business. You get easily frustrated. So if there is a crisis, you might not have anyone to vouch for you. You might not have, if you're having an issue with a customer, because you didn't build relationship with maybe your past customers or people in your field, it will be difficult for you to surmount your challenges alone. It will be difficult for you to solve problems alone. So as a business owner, as an online business owner, you need to build communities, you need to build alliances with other business owners, either your direct competitors or not, however you want to do it. But you need to understand that relationships matter. So build relationships with either your clients, your employees, other business owners, or the general public. The second thing you need to know is that progress is better than perfection. So I have a friend who is a YouTuber, and unless everything is really looking clean and perfect, she's not going to create any video. If the environment is not quiet, if the sun is not in certain degrees, if the background is not white, if the microphone is sounding somehow, if she's not in the mood, she doesn't create videos. And it was really hurting her brand because she's someone who is in the entertainment industry. So eventually she realized that it wasn't helping her business grow, it wasn't helping her brand grow, and things are different now. Sometimes you just give excuses. We are waiting for something to be in place before we launch our website. We are waiting to finish up our studio before we start taking pictures of our product, or before we start taking work pictures. We are looking for at least 5 clients before we start advertising, things like that. We give a lot of excuses because we are looking to be perfect. But what we're supposed to focus on is progress. When I started my YouTube channel, I didn't have anything. The only thing I had then was my phone. So I would just film in my house with my yellow background. My pictures will be, my videos will be yellow. And eventually I realized that YouTube was a journey that I really wanted to invest in. And I started to invest in my gadgets. I started to invest in things that I knew would help me. I invested in a good background, and yeah, so it's better than it was, and it's getting better than it will get better than it is currently. So that's what you want to do. If you are currently in a space where it's difficult for you to work, it's difficult for you to create, and you know that at that moment that's the only thing you have, it is advisable for you to just go ahead until things get better. So stop waiting for perfect conditions, otherwise you never get anything done. Stop analyzing everything, otherwise you will get stuck in paralysis. You do not learn from your perfection, you only learn from your mistakes, and you cannot make mistakes unless you've tried. So understand that in the online business world, progress is better than perfection. Number 3, you will doubt yourself a lot of times, but it's important to know that you have to move ahead. So a lot of times you start hearing negative comments from people around us who seem to think that they're doing us a favor by advising us, but what they are really doing is killing our morale. And eventually, when we continue to listen, when we continue to hear, those outside voices become inside voices, and then we begin to doubt ourselves, and then we coast. But one thing you should understand, that self-doubt is also part of the journey, right? Instead of giving up because you're doubting yourself, because you think that you're not good enough to take this next step, you're not good enough to do this particular thing, what you should do is to continue on the journey. Set goals and accomplish them. Plan your moves carefully. Let your limited resources motivate you to become resourceful, and celebrate your small wins. I have so many periods of self-doubt all the time. Sometimes when I'm scripting a video, I'm like, okay, what will people say when they watch this video? What will people say? Will people that some really annoying things that cross our minds when we are working or when we are trying to create something. But we need to understand that it's part of the journey. It's just like when you are faced with a challenge, that challenges are part of life, right? They will come and they will go. We just need to continue. It is when you give up that you have failed. But if you are still on the journey and you're still continuing in your self-doubt, you're still on the right track. So please don't give up. Don't give in to self-doubt, and don't give in to those negative comments around you. Finally, you need to craft your own space and own your own voice. In the online world, there are thousands of people doing exactly what you are doing, and many of them look like they've gotten to where you want to get to. And because of that, it can be difficult to set yourself apart. Listen, all of us, we have there's something different about us. Everyone has a distinct voice, and it doesn't matter if we are saying the same thing. Okay, we are different, so how we are saying it is different, and who is saying it is different. So if I'm talking about creating an online business and somebody else is talking about creating an online business, as long as I own my voice and I am always myself, and the person owns their voice and is always themselves, there won't be any clashes. We won't sound the same way. We will have different approaches to how we do it. Now, because we have a lot of content to consume, so there's a lot of blogs to read, there's a lot of YouTube videos to watch, there's a lot of podcasts to listen to, a lot of books to read, we begin to lose our own voice, and we start mirroring the other person's voice because we've consumed a lot of their content, and then we lose our own originality. But if you do that, you risk looking like a copycat, you lose your own originality, and you lose your own voice. You become unoriginal, and you can't pass across that message, that distinct message that you have. So every one of us, we approach our businesses with our own perspective of life, our own ideas of life. So it is important that we bring that into our business. It's important that we bring that into our content. But if you are busy looking at someone else, doing what someone else is doing, you lose that. You don't get that, and people can connect with you. People can connect with what you're saying, and eventually you fall off the market. So it is important to own your own voice. You have a unique voice, own it. If you've loved this video, thank you so much for watching. I encourage you to hit the thumbs up button, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Fisayo. I will see you in the next video.